answer to all of the frequently asked questions I received over the few months from people who want to start crocheting for the very first time. Make sure to watch this video until the end and don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel to always stay updated with my weekly content. Okay, so the first question is, how do I get started with crochet? Well, I gotta say, it depends from the kind of person that you are. I mean, if you are excited to start from the very beginning, start by getting familiar with all of the materials and tools you will need to get started, and also start practicing the basic stitches. This is so important. Personally, when I was a kid, around 8-9 years old, my mom's aunt taught me how to knit a little bit. Even my mom as well taught me. Then I stopped because, I was very busy with school and other daily activities, so I never really had time to practice it towards the years. I learned crocheting a little bit last year during summer, but I'm still in my first steps. My mom makes both crocheting and knitting, and she makes all those wearable and difficult things. Without my mom, this page basically wouldn't have existed. This is her passion and love for this stuff. But I've learned a lot thanks to her and also by watching YouTube tutorials. I highly suggest you watching YouTube videos and follow along with different patterns. Although you won't be learning step by step from the very beginning, following along with a video while crocheting project after project will also help you learn a lot. That's what I personally did and somehow continue doing. The second question is, how do I crochet if I'm a left-handed person? Fun fact, I'm also a left-handed person. I've struggled a lot to find patterns and video tutorials for us left-handed people. But I'd suggest you guys to hold your hook in your dominant hand, which is the left one, and with your yarn in your non-dominant hand. And when you watch YouTube tutorials, try to mirror them when you are starting out. That's what I personally do. I know that this sounds very difficult, but also you will get used to this and your brain will easily process and mirror the video automatically for you after you have tried from time to time. There is hope, so don't give up. Also, be careful and pay attention while you watch videos because in general, tutorials show you step by step how to make something. Okay, so the next question is, how do I read a written crochet pattern? The first thing that you'll need to do is to learn how the crochet abbreviations are written. Every pattern is written with abbreviation because if they weren't, they would be entirely too long. You also need to know that there is a difference between the US and UK terminology. So before you start your next project, make sure you know which terminology the designer is using. I'm still not used to read properly written patterns and it takes me so much, but with determination and lots of work you can do everything, nothing is impossible. The fourth question is crochet the same as knitting? Well, no, it's not. You'd be surprised how many times I've been asked this question or how many people call crochet straight up knitting. They are completely different yarn crafts. Knitting uses two pointy needles and crochet uses a single hook. The fabric created by both crafts are also very different. Okay, the next question is, what tools do you recommend? Oh, well, I talk about this in the second episode of how I started my small business, so I'm gonna put it here above so you can check it out and see all the tools that I bought as a beginner and that I needed for my crochet projects. The next question is, why can I get the hang of my tension? This is probably the most frustrating thing for beginners, and even those who have been crocheting for a long time are struggling. If you are just starting to learn, tension comes with practice. The more you make, the better you will get. Start by making things that you don't mind to make mistakes. The last question is, why are my edges uneven? The number one reason why your edges are uneven is because you are either adding or skipping stitches. No matter your experience level, it's always in your best interest to count stitches at the end of each row so you know you have the correct amount before moving forward. Sometimes that last stitch can be easy to mess up or to miss, especially if you are confused about turning chains and where to place your last or first stitch. More on the later. Okay guys, it was nice answering to all of your questions. I hope to see you in my next videos, and meanwhile give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Bye!